Yo, what's the word? What's up? What's up, you two? Y'all, hold on, I'm coming. I'm coming. What's up, JoJo Pearson? What's up, JoJo Pearson? What's up, Pink Lady? What's up, the Cartier Dream? The Cartier Dream. My bad, my bad. What's the word, man? What's up? What's the business? What's up, Lady Red? Just coolin', man. I hope your son feel better, man. You know, them chicken pox ain't no joke. I hope he feel better. I hope he feel better. What's the word, though? What y'all got going? What y'all got going? What's the word, Cartier Dream? What's the word? What's the word? What y'all got going? I had to put the shades on because the sun in my eyes. I'm seeing directly in it. Y'all know I got a ground. What's the business though? What y'all got going? I'm just tapping in. Yeah, it's a nice day out here. It's a nice day out here. Hey man, say man, what it do, homie? That's my dog H-Time Tony. What's up with you, brother? What's the word, man? What y'all got going? Me too, I'm just checking in. Queen Rochelle, Big W to you, man. Big W to Queen Rochelle. I see we on 30 days a row. I see we on 30 days a row, and I'm tapped in, I'm tuned in. You know I'm watching. You know I'm paying attention, man. I appreciate y'all. I rock with y'all. What y'all got going? Oh, I got a latte. I can't grab that motherfucker. Damn, they won't let me grab it. I want it some, man. I love a caramel frappe. What's up, Sonny from Pennsylvania? What's going on? What's the word, Sonny? What's up, Carrie Cushman? How y'all doing, man? What's up? What's the word? Yeah, you already know, man. Moving and grooving, shaking and baking, man. You know how we gotta do, Tony. Gotta get it in, man. Gotta go chase it, cause it ain't gonna come to you. It ain't gonna come to you. We gotta go get it. Appreciate that, man. I appreciate it. Everything good my way. Everything good my way. You can't wait to put up your Christmas tree later. I probably ain't gonna put up one this year. I ain't put up a Christmas tree in so long, but I'm gonna try to do one next year. I'm gonna try to do one next year. You making chili? Man, it's supposed to be 2 more weeks for that chili, man. You gotta wait 2 more weeks for that chili. You making chili, it ain't quite cold enough for that yet. It ain't really quite cold enough for that yet, Kira. I'm not gonna lie. I like chili when it's cold, but it ain't quite cold enough for the chili just yet. Just yet, I don't think it's quite cold enough for the chili. I don't know though. I could be wrong. Hey y'all, am I doing too much if I trick or treat this year? Man, Tony, go ahead and set up a trunk or treat for them kids, man. Oh, you mean you going to actually get the candy? Is that what you saying? You about to go collect candy on Halloween, Tony? Nah, you ain't doing too much, bro. The Bible tell you to keep the spirit of a child. The Bible tell you to keep the spirit of a child. If that's what's gonna make you happy, man, go get your candy, my boy. Go get your candy. I don't have a Christmas tree, man. I gotta get a Christmas tree. Hey, Modest Rock. Modest Rock. I don't know if it's good or not, but I know being a bitch ain't. And so, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about this, but I know being a bitch ass nigga ain't never good. So who knows? Who knows about what you asking about? But one thing I can tell you for sure, cause I don't know. But one thing we all know is a bitch ass nigga is not. You know what I'm saying? You that's all. That's all. You got new stuff for chilling out. That's good. What's going on? What's going on? What's the word? What's the word? I appreciate everybody tapping in. What's up, Argentina? What going on, Argentina? What's the word, Argentina? What's good? What's good, Jerry? Jaraji? What's good, Jaraji Rock? What's up with you? What's up? Yeah, yeah. Any videos dropping? I'm gonna drop some probably Sunday, Rochelle. I'm gonna do something in the yard tomorrow. And I'll probably drop the video Sunday so y'all can see it. I might go live too. I might be on Twitch screaming. If not, I have a video for y'all Sunday. I'm just gonna do something in the yard. Hey, Eric. No, I can't please stop doing nothing. So you, Jaraji, Denny, and all y'all silly little motherfuckers, man, y'all might as well leave me alone, cause I really don't see no bullshit. I don't see no bullshit. And I'm talking to a bunch of women, and more men got shit to say than anything. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I don't think men should have an opinion and open their mouth about another man. You know, that's just my opinion though. But keep doing what you do. Max Ray, it don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter what you feel. It don't matter what you feel. See, what I'm working on is not being mean and hateful to a whole group of people because of one person. So I would give you history lessons and tell you where you come from with that hatred blood. But it might be somebody that like me a little bit. So I don't want to condemn a whole race of people because of one or two. So you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna act like that. I ain't gonna act like that. I ain't gonna act like that. I just want you to know one thing about me. I can't talk about other people. One thing about me, my uncle told me the other day, he called and started telling me something. I say, Uncle, I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I don't wanna hear that shit. He said, that's why I love you, nephew. You won't let nobody talk about nobody. You want to, cause I never been a bitch ass nigga. I never been a bitch ass nigga. So when y'all start talking that bitch ass nigga talk, man, I don't understand that shit. I don't know what y'all talking about. It ain't never too late to stop being the bitch. Keep God in your life, fuck nigga. Keep God in your life, fuck nigga. What the fuck? Yeah, yeah. What's up? What's up, Kenzo? What's the word? Yeah, 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 yeah. I just wanted y'all to know that. I don't really say too much to men that often. But since I see a lot of men in prison, I just want to tell y'all that. I just wanted to tell y'all that. I'm from South Carolina. I'm from South Carolina. Where you from? Where you from? Where you from, Asia? Where you from? Yeah, man, we gonna enjoy the live, man. Y'all just see when y'all the ones on here that's genuine and that's real, y'all gotta just comment more than the trolls. Y'all gotta keep me engaged with y'all, cause the trolls gonna be the trolls. The troll gonna be the troll. What's up, Philadelphia? What's going on? What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? He from the place where them side red Panthers from. Yeah, yeah. Tony from the place where them side red Texans from. He out there with them Texans at. He out there with them Texans and the Spurs and the Rockets, everything side right there. See, we got Carolina football. We got the Gamecocks basketball. We got the Gamecock football and Gamecock baseball. We some winners here in South Carolina. We some winners. You know what I'm saying? But Texas ain't really got too much to look forward to. The Cowboys. Oh shit, they sorry too. That was the 90s. I'm sorry, it's 30 years later. It's 30 years later, I ain't shit in Texas. I ain't shit in Texas but the turkey leg hut and the Trill burger. You know what I'm saying? Even Pimp C gone, man. God damn, it's taking a loss for Texas, man. At least South Carolina got me. At least South Carolina got me. Texas ain't got a goddamn thing except the turkey leg hut and the Trill burger. You know what I'm saying? Do they still even do trade day? Do they still do trade day? After him and Zero started telling on each other, do they still do Trey Day? Nah, I'm just playing, man. I love Texas. I love Texas. I love Texas. Texas, my dog. Texas, my dog. Texas, my dog. I love Texas. I love Texas. Oh, AK. I don't want to be mean to you. I don't want to be mean to you, K. But you asking me about shit that was last year, about 10 months ago, K. I ain't no mean person, man, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want to be mean to you, man, you know what I'm saying? But I done did a whole lot of, I done put my whole story out. I done told my whole truth since then. If you ain't been tapped in for the last 10 months, I don't really think it's like summer school. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I was a badass, mischievous ass child. I used to go all through school from August to May trying to sell dope in class, candy bar, laughing, joking. At the end of the year, I want to go to summer school, but I had a righteous mama that was so close to God. She used to tell me the truth. Oh, you will be back in the next grade next year. You'll be back in the next grade next year, because if you couldn't learn it in 8 and 9 months, I know you can't learn it in 2 or 3. You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't been paying attention for the last 8 or 9 months, ain't no need for me to tell you nothing in the last 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no need for me to explain that to you in 2 minutes. Ain't no need for me to explain that to you in 2 minutes. The Rangers just won the World Series. Damn, Yeti, whose side you on? Me or Tony? You think I ain't aware of baseball? You think I ain't on Prize Picks? Whose side you on? Yeah, the money in Texas is different, man. You know, I love the oil. I love the female truck drivers. I just told you I love Texas. Go listen that. Go check in with some of my music, man. You know, all my shit Texas influence. I'm a real Pimp C baby. Rest in peace, Sweet Jane Jones, man. You know, I'm just saying, this is what me and Tony do. Tony, you got Yeti 5000 in here, and he drive trucks. He from Texas, obviously. But Yeti, I know you don't know. Tony is the person that helped me with the sped section of my classroom. And he from Texas. So if it's a little too fast for you to catch on, go have a seat, pull up this beside Tony. He got some apple noose and graham crackers for you, because that's what go on in the sped section of the classroom. It's all right. We understand everybody ain't gonna learn the same. You know what I'm saying? But just go there. Just go there and check in with Texas. Texas my third home. Michigan my second home. South Carolina, then Michigan, then Texas. That's how we rocking. Georgia folk. Georgia folk. Nah, I ain't never been to Grand Rapids a day in my life. I ain't never been to Grand Rapids a day in my life. I'm from South Carolina. Michigan is where my family from. My uncle got 14 kids up there. So, you know, I just been back and forth to Michigan and all over since I was 5 years old. So, you know what I'm saying? People see the Flint in my name and think it's Flint, Michigan. But no, my name come from a road that's prestigious in my city, $1 million road for real. And I was probably the weakest, the poorest nigga off the road. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's in my DNA. It was a real $1 million empire. I ain't gonna lie to you. Dolphins up. Dolphins. I hope that's young Dolphin and not the Miami Dolphins. Rest in peace, long live my boy Paper Route Frank. Shout out to young Dolphin, but I'm not talking about the Miami Dolphins. I would never say nothing about no Miami Dolphins. I wouldn't do that. That's my brother team. You don't drive trucks no more, you just own them. That's cool, big fella. One thing I know for sure, trucking business kind of scarce right now. Trucking business kind of scarce right now. But if you are owner of anything, you know what I'm saying, you're going to find and maneuver your way into it. I wasn't saying to throw no shade at you, Yeti. I was just letting you know me and Texas is all good, brother. I love Texas. That's all I was doing. Me and Tony got a report. This ain't the place for a sensitive ass, feminine ass man. You know what I'm saying? This ain't the place for you to come be in your feelings and be soft and be scorned and shit. Cause I already think men are the weakest things God ever created on earth. That's what I think. That's just my opinion now, but I might be wrong. So don't come over here and prove me right like you can be a bitch ass, weak ass nigga that's so caught up in your emotions. A nigga can put you on a string like a puppet and make you go where I want you to go. I can make you mad, I can make you happy, I can make you sad. I think that's a bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion. So all I was telling you was, me and Texas cool. Don't be so caught up in your feelings that you think me and Tony serious when this how we get along. You know what I'm saying? That's all. That's all. He a Gemini. It's two of him in one person. and he understand the concept, how can you be offended when two grown men talking? My man, my partner from Africa say, bitch ass nigga. Bitch ass nigga. Not you though, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Those ways, those ways, those ways, those ways. Not talking about you though. Not talking about you. Not talking about you. Not talking about you at all. No, I can't put no motherfucking videos back up. If I took them down, why would I put them back up? I'm an intentional ass nigga. What you mean? Everything I do is for a purpose. I don't know what you mean. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you mean. But don't ask me for nothing that you don't ask nobody else do. It's videos of me that's been taken down. So why would I? People say anything. I think people sent here to disturb me. I think that's the devil. Is you the devil, K? Is you the devil or you just a baby? You just a child because you should be in school. You should be in school if you a child. So we're gonna rule that out. We're gonna rule that out. You're not a baby. You a demon, ain't it? You a demon. You a demon, and I'm a slayer. No pun intended. No, no diddy. Pause. All that stuff. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is try Jesus. Please don't try me. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Try Jesus. Please don't try me. That's all I'm trying. That's really all I was saying. That's 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 all I was saying. Hey, you know what, Yeti? You know what, Yeti? You know what, Yeti? You know what, Yeti? You done called me big fella 2 times. And I'm starting to feel like we in a debate. Never was in my feelings, just stating the facts. Well, the fact of the matter, if we talking about true facts, I don't give a damn what no nigga own. I own trucks and shit too, see? There's none over there. I don't give a damn about what no nigga own. I can care less about that. And I definitely can care even less about having a back and forth banter with 2 men. You know what I'm saying? If we got to comment, if a man got to comment more than 3 times, I think he need guidance. And if you need guidance more than 3 times, you need to probably find you a woman to get up on, because that's who counseled Jesus. That's the only thing he took instructions from, was a goddamn woman, not a man. So me personally, as a man, I don't like to see men say the same thing to me 2 or 3 times. I don't like to stay on the same subject with a man and go back and forth 2 or 3 comments, and I gotta respond verbally 2 or 3 times to the same photo of a male. I think that's crazy. I think that shit crazy. I think that shit crazy. Yeah, that bitch started up, Tony, quick as a motherfucker. Quick as a motherfucker. I hit the button, that bitch started purring. Quick as a motherfucker, that bitch started up. Quick as a motherfucker. Don't you just don't say another motherfucking thing to me either. You just don't say another motherfucking thing to me either. Cause motherfuckers not catching on. Motherfuckers ain't hearing what I'm saying. Motherfucker ain't paying me no attention. Shit I'm talking about, motherfucker ain't really interested in. And if you ain't interested in me, what the hell you watching me for? That's what I just don't get. And people ain't paying me no goddamn attention around here. People ain't paying no goddamn attention around this motherfucker, man. People just want to talk. People just want to talk more than me. And I get offended by shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because, it's certain times and certain points I want to listen. When I do, I go to your page and click on yours so I can listen. But I don't want to come on my page and have to listen to you. That shit bothers me. That, how dare you? You fucking entitled prick. Y'all entitled out here, man. Y'all entitled. Everybody wants some acknowledgement. Everybody want to be seen, man. That shit crazy to me. That shit crazy to me, man. I'm forcing myself to come be seen. I'm trying to do God's work, and y'all disturbing me. I come over here to tell you about something God wanted me to say to you, and you over here asking about other stuff. Yeah, man, my brother got a Monte Carlo, and I'm trying to work on. I got a car. If anybody in here know where a 79 Bonneville at, let me know. That's the only old school I want. A 79 Bonneville. I had one, and I lost it. You know what I'm saying? So, that's all. What's up, Veronica Rodriguez? Yeah. Pray, man. I come on here to do God's work, man. Y'all want to laugh. Y'all wanna be, what's up, Tate? Big W in the chat to Tate, man. Appreciate you, Tate. What's the word, brother? What's the word, man? Big W to you, Tate. But yeah, I come on here to do God work, man. I come on here to talk about spirituality. Y'all want to talk about physical stuff. Y'all want to talk about looks and moking and videos. Man, I know I'm on a video. I'm trying to prophesy. I'm on here trying to really say something. I'm on here trying to say something. Now, if y'all don't want to have a sensible conversation, I'm going to start preaching. I'm going to start preaching because I think you need God in your life. You don't want me to start preaching. You don't want me to start preaching. My favorite verse out the Bible, I don't have a favorite verse out the Bible, but my favorite story out the Bible is about Mary Magdalene and her sister Martha and Jesus. That's my favorite story out the Bible. That's my favorite story. My second favorite story out the Bible is Job. My second favorite story out the Bible is Job. You want to know my favorite verse in the Bible? Proverbs 8:22 through 31. Proverbs 8:22 through 31. Since you want to know my favorite verse, Proverbs 8:22 31. Everybody say Jesus is the word, and that was the first thing that God created. But if you open your Bible to Proverbs 8:22 through 31, it'll start telling you, Lady Wisdom was at God's side before the word. I cried to all humanity. I was a craftsman by God's side. It started describing a lady. We might call her Mother Earth. You know what I'm saying? Mother Earth, Mother Nature. We might call her stuff like that. This is Lady Wisdom. You know what I'm saying? This is Lady Wisdom we talking about. With God even before the word and rejoiced at all of his creations and called back to humanity to come back to the true God. It's a woman. And her name was Wisdom. That's the first thing God ever created. To rejoice at all of his creation. So I think if a woman and a man sit down and read the book of Proverbs together, then a man probably will understand that the woman is the closest thing to God they ever gonna see in their life. And then a man will probably understand the real order of this world. Your woman probably should lead and you should provide a safe place for her to be protected and express herself and stuff like that. I think all that's in the book of Proverbs. So that's my favorite book. But then you go to the story of Job. Then you go to, Mary and Martha. I like them. And then something that people don't talk about is Romans. I like the book of Romans too. I just love the Bible, the word. That's what I like. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like. That's what I like. Yeah. I think creation of life, what you want to manifest in your life, is all in the book of Proverbs. It's all in the book of Proverbs. And this Proverbs is like a hidden book. Proverbs is like a hidden book in the Bible. Now, I said a woman. Favorite book in the Bible is Genesis, Cain, and Abel. I won't knock you for your favorite book of the Bible. You know what I'm saying? I won't knock nobody. I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, some people should go back and probably read these books and understand. No, I ain't saying that, but you know what I'm saying? I like the Cain and Abel story too. Did you notice in the Cain and Abel story, and I didn't say a ghetto mammy with first flip-flop bonnets, food stamps isn't near God. Like, now, food stamps ain't out rude because all of us may fall. God giveth and he taketh away. So I never judge nobody for their financial situation. That sounded ignorant to me. But I don't want to judge your words or judge your heart. You know what I'm saying? I think in the book of Proverbs, it tells us that ye are God's too. But we can judge too. But, I don't want to get into that. But I don't want to judge you or nothing like that. But I think that's foolish to judge somebody about their outer appearance. Because, that's what the whole God can use a donkey, a jackass to deliver his words. See, a lot of us be caught up on a physical appearance of a person or their situation or what their finances look like. And then we determine if we can receive the word from a person based on what they look like. But the truth of the matter is that's the very separation that Jesus came and talked about. Because Jesus was one of the people that didn't look like what they thought the word could come from. That's why most of the new chapter, if you go to Matthew, if you go to John and Luke, it's Jesus convincing people, you say you love God, but you telling me that I'm not the truth. And I know I come from God. See, Jesus was a whole bunch of people telling them, judging Jesus on what he looked like, what his circumstance was, and they felt like he couldn't be the vessel that delivered the word of God, but he was the very vessel that delivered the word of God. So, you know, me personally, I don't got nothing to do with no bonnet wearing, fur slippers, and food stamps. I think that's foolish. And that probably come from you reading the book of Genesis. And if you read the book of Genesis, it give you two separate creation stories. One creation story tell you man and woman was made from the image of God. The next one tell you they was made in the Garden of Eden as a project. And the kids, Cain and Abel, that you talking about, you probably ain't catching that book. Abel, it said Adam knew Eve and she bore Abel. Adam knew Seth and she bore another child that was born directly from God. But it didn't say Adam knew Eve when she bore Cain. So that was probably the outside bastard child that she cheated on God, on Adam with, and she got. That's probably why he killed Cain. But you probably ain't noticed that it didn't say in the Bible of Abel, Adam didn't know Eve when she bore him. You know what I'm saying? That's why he went and killed his brother, because the blessing wasn't in his blood like it was when he knew her, when he buried Abel and Seth. Seth was the replacement to, never mind. You got to get into it yourself. Get into it yourself, and you might know what that book's saying. See, some people be in love with the books and don't know that the devil in there. Some of them in love with the book and don't know that it's really talking about the devil. You know, so that we think a serpent came on the tree and enticed Eve with a fruit. But really, it was the daddy of Cain, the one that killed Abel. And she cheated. She let somebody else defile her womb, the God that was in her. But you ain't gonna understand that, because some of us we looking at the book and we be taught through somebody else and don't know what the fuck is really saying. But that ain't really my favorite book, because I kind of feel like Jesus came with the New Testament and brought good news, and that was a whole new covenant. And that new covenant was you ain't gotta wait to die. You ain't gotta wait to die to activate God, because it's inside of you, the kingdom of heaven. You know what I'm saying? So that was the good news that I like to live by. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't saying I disregard the Torah. I ain't saying I disregard the Torah in the Old Testament. What I'm saying is the New Testament is a whole new covenant. It's a whole new way of life. You ain't gotta wait to die. You don't have to be bound by law. God love you and you already equipped with everything inside you that you need to activate God. You just got to put in a little work in yourself to do it. You got to sacrifice a little bit of your flesh and what you put in your mouth and what you put your, your God parts on. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion though. Jesus is a Greek God. No, Jesus is a Greek name for a translation of the Logos, the Logos, the spirit that Jesus embodied. He was painted by a Greek pantheon that made him a white man, but what Jesus was is the Logos, Mayat, Sophia. You know what I'm saying? It was Lady Wisdom. It's still in the Bible too. Lady Wisdom. All that is the Logos. It ain't Jesus is a Greek God. Jesus is a Greek translation of a name for a spirit, a spiritual being, the Logos. The whole New Testament is wrote in Greek. So everything you read in the New Testament is Greek. Everything in the Old Testament is Hebrew. Every religion or whatever you study comes from the Abrahamic message. So it's all the same thing. See, I'm not here to be divisive and put a wedge between people. I'm here to tell you that all of mankind is a creation of the true God, the true source, outside of the firmament, in the pleroma, where our souls go to after death and where our souls come from. But what Jesus was telling you is you can fast, you can long suffer, you can refrain from releasing your sexual fluids, and you can activate God right here while you on earth. That's what Jesus was coming to tell you. So was Buddha, so was Muhammad, so was Sophia, so was Mayat, so was Shakwa, so is in an African name or Hebrew name that you can call the Logos spirit. I'm just telling you the truth. Man came and gave us religion and made it divisive and gave us different time zones. You know? Never mind. I ain't trying to preach your head out, man, because you're going to think I'm crazy when I start telling you the truth. So don't listen to me, just study for yourself. That's what Jesus said, dude. Don't listen to me, study for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Study for yourself. But don't spew hatred and don't divide the people when we all supposed to love each other. And don't let a book or a religion make you feel like your knowledge is right and everybody else's knowledge is wrong. Because that don't do nothing but cause separation. That's what the tower, since we like Genesis so much, that's what the whole Tower of Babel was about. It ain't had nothing to do with a heavenly creator coming and splitting the land. You don't have to split the land and cause earthquakes to confuse and reset the people. All you have to do is give them a calendar with 12 months instead of 13 and throw the menstrual cycles off, create time zones and create languages and be divisive of people. That is splitting the land. That is splitting the land and the people. Never mind. You gonna think I'm crazy. You gonna think I'm crazy. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Lizard people denied God just like the devil. You talking about the reptilian source? That's crazy that you have an alien head for your profile picture and you say lizard people denied God just like the devil. The reptilian source. That's what you mean by serpent. Serpent. What if I tell you in the times when the spiritual text was wrote, serpent didn't mean a snake, it mean a laminated being. The skin, the top layer of a serpent that he shed is so shiny, it laminates. It's an armor. It's an armor of protection. So when they say serpent, it's really talking about a slithery tongue, a liar, a conniver, someone that plays mental games. You know what I'm saying? That's really what I don't know. You happy that I popped up Wildflower, man? Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Your boy Flynn here, Stunner, Carolina, Big Dog Ridgeway, Young Gunner. We on the road to 100K. We just got to get the little 50 out the way. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the post notification bell. And go tell a friend to tell a friend that we locked in, twin. I love y'all. Stunner gang, no cap. I'm just out here, you know, grounding. I got my feet on the ground, my feet in the earth, trying to soak up, you know, nature. The closest thing to God that we'll get to is nature, a tree, and a woman. A woman. I just wanted to tell y'all that. I just wanted to tell y'all that. What's up, Trio Squad? What's up? No, I can't say your name that you just told me to say, but I can say the name that I see on your head. Trio Squad. What's up with you, brother? What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? Make that your last time, Trio. I don't like the same comments back and forth spamming. I don't really pay that no attention like that. But I rock with you. I rock with you. I'ma guess I'm a serpent because I be lying. Yeah, you got a slithery tongue, Tony. That's just that Gemini in you. That's just that Gemini in you. It ain't really that you lying. It's that one side of you trying to convince the other side of you or something that ain't happened yet. You speaking your reality into existence. I ain't gonna call you a liar. 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 Yeah, Trio Squad. What's up, Trio Squad? What's up, Trio Squad? I rock with you. I rock with you, Trio Squad. I got love for you, Trio Squad. I got love for you. I'm from South Carolina, Wildflower. I'm from South Carolina. I'm from South Carolina. What's up, TK Brown Eyes? I appreciate you tapping in. Mr. Fortnite Gamer, what's up with you? What's up? What's up? Astrology, is that the lingo? I mean, I don't know, but does the Bible tell you that a man should understand the stars in the sky? Does the Bible tell you that a man should understand the stars in the sky? Maybe it's astrology. Maybe it's numerology. Maybe it's quantum physics. Maybe inside your blood and your DNA, you already got the word of God imprinted. You just got to activate it and then you might be able to remember it. I don't know. I don't know. The Bible tell you to learn about God. The Bible tell you a lot. I ain't here to debate what the Bible tell me and what the Bible tell you. King James got his interpretation and his beliefs. I got mine. My Bible is my life. My walk. The Bible say a man comes to God through his testimony and bear witnessing. So David, Goliath, Jesus, all them testimonies are true. But you got your own testimony that you got to bear witness to too. So you know that might be what free you and bring you to God. My salvation is for me. If I can tell you something that's gonna help you get along on the way, cool. But my salvation is for me. I ain't trying to save a motherfucking thing. You better save yourself, bitch ass nigga. I ain't trying to save a goddamn thing. And I'm sorry to talk to you real rough like this, but you know, that's what the problem is. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people want to give you something that make you feel good, but the truth hurt. The truth make you look at yourself. Who want to really deal with theyself? Who want to say I'm wrong and I can do better? Maybe I got to sacrifice. Maybe I'm too fucking weak to activate God. That's what the truth do. But if you want somebody to make you feel good about being a bitch ass nigga, go to church, because that's what they do. Make you feel good enough to come back next Sunday. But you might not ever activate God in there. But you come to me,
I might hurt your feelings, but you might leave and be like, shit, that nigga might be right. Let me get up off my goddamn, let me get up with my thumb out my ass and go do something for my goddamn self. And I might be able to activate God today. Maybe you won't, because you worried about how I look and what I'm saying instead of the shit that's up under the messenger. You worried about what I look like and not really what I'm trying to tell you. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it if it's a little too rough for you. Don't worry about it if it's a little bit too rough for you. Don't worry about it. 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 That's all I'm saying. God is never deactivated. Damn, Marcus. Damn, Marcus B. I promise you God is always with you. I promise you God is always with you. But if you go, I believe it's Paul, because he was the gangster that was once Saul, that was a killer and a tax evader. And Paul started describing the armor of God. Put on the breastplate of righteousness. Put on the, Paul started describing what you need to manifest and walk through this evil world of darkness to be a spiritual being of righteousness. So if you feel like you don't need the breastplate of righteousness and you don't need the armor of God for him to be activated, Paul used to say slay Christians. Yeah, and Christians slayed Jesus. Paul, maybe he should have slayed the Christians because the Christians slayed Jesus. The Christians are the one that slayed Jesus. So why wouldn't Paul slay him when he was once Saul? That's why Jesus went to him. That's why Jesus went to him and used him. That's why. Because he understood these ain't as righteous as they say. You a bold warrior for God. You a bold warrior for God. So you who need God the most, come kick it with me, Paul. You're no longer Saul. You got a different mind. Your mind has been renewed. You don't have to be Saul no more. You don't have to experience hell. As long as you believe that you a new person and you doing right, nigga, you ain't Saul no more. You Paul. Come with me and help me slay these demons then. That's why. That's why. You once come keep slaying demons with me then. In the name of the real Father. The fuck? I'm trying to tell y'all the truth up here, man. I'm trying to tell y'all the truth. Yeah. I'm trying to tell y'all the truth. I'm trying to tell y'all the truth, man. God is never deactivated. If you don't think you need the armor of God out here to activate him, you crazy. Because everybody will tell you to believe in Jesus, believe in Muhammad, believe in Buddha, but Jesus give you real specific instructions. A man comes to God through long suffering, prayer, and fasting. He give you sex retention, semen retention. He give you the keys to activate them. You mean to tell me you can eat GMO-filled food, you can drink water out of a plastic bottle that gives you microplastic? What do you think living water and bread of life and not bread of men are? What you think that stuff mean if you don't have to go through? See, that's what's wrong. That's what turned people off from God. And excuse me for saying that, Father, because I don't turn it off from you. I never mean that. Nothing can turn somebody off of you because you are in us. What I mean is a religion. That's what drives people away from religion. We feel like God ain't never deactivated. We feel like we can live any kind of way and God still gonna give us his grace and mercy. When the Bible tell you something very, very opposite of that. What you think Adam and Eve was? Cast out of the garden. What was the garden? God's presence. They spent all their time getting back in the presence of God. The garden was his presence. So if you ain't cast away from the presence, if he say turn away from me, I know not of you. What is that then? Turn away from me, I know not of you. If that ain't been, that's not him deactivating himself. Y'all just think you can live how you want to live and say, forgive me, God, I believe in Jesus and I go to heaven. But Jesus came to tell you heaven ain't nowhere you go after you die. It's what you do while you on earth. It's what you do it's being a servant to man. But I just be, maybe that's for me. Once again, I ain't sure. How was the rapture? You talking about Revelations? The rapture already happened. That's the book of Revelations. If you put the book of Revelations first in your Bible instead of last, it'll show you where we was as spiritual beings And then when we fall into this earthly body, the 666, the mark of the beast, being tempted by temptation, being tempted by the things of the world, this fleshly body. But you can go past this 666, this genetic makeup of a man, the mark of a beast. It ain't got nothing to do with no microchip. It ain't got nothing to do with what they telling you it got something to do, because Revelations is really the first book of the Bible. Really, when we was all cosmic beings in a perfect order. In the fall, the third of the congregation that come to earth, that's everybody that's on this motherfucker. This 666, because some people don't have to come back. That's why when they talk about Enoch, his physical body is there. So we can take this, and that's when you start to long suffer, pray, and fast to turn your fleshly desires off. That's why he say, I unalive myself daily. I unalive my fleshly body. I turn off my 5 senses. All the things that smell, taste, look, and feel good. I turn that off, and I activate God for real. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm just telling you what they might not tell you in church. I'm telling you what they might not tell you in church. But if you think you can do whatever you want to do, and God still turn his eye to you, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You don't, God's presence isn't predicated on the armor. We need it. God doesn't. Yeah, God don't need nothing. He don't need your worship. He don't need your prayer. He don't need eat motherfucking thing from you. He create and let go. God create and sit back and observe. You choose, your free will choose righteousness or wickedness. God don't force nothing on you. That's why you need to go the armor of God. That's why you need to activate God, because he sit back and create. And either you're going to be a vessel of light that activate him, or you're going to be a vessel of darkness that activate the king of this world, High Satan. Some of y'all say Lucifer. Whatever you call him. Somebody that was in the presence of God and wanted to create as God for himself and wanted to do things as God himself and not respect order. So he had a council of 12 that Yahweh sat on as well. A council of 12, and they all fell from the presence of God into this earthly realm. And Yahweh knows that his true father is so powerful and so holy that anybody just can't go to him. So Yahweh say Satan can go ahead and test all the things on this earthly realm. But if you pass those tests, Yahweh has salvation for you to grant your soul after death to his true father. But what you may not know is his true father created you just like he created him. So you don't have to wait on death. You can go ahead and activate him right here on earth, but that comes with sacrifice, turning off your flesh and being a servant to other people, turning off what feel good, taste good, smell good, and make it act good. When you turn that off and you activate, you start sacrificing that, then you might have the fruit of the spirits. And that's what God say, you will know a man by the fruit that he bear. So when you go around somebody and they can make you happy and full of joy and learn and knowledgeable, you know they got God in them. You know what I'm saying? But the other ones, ho. The word I read, New Testament states, should mercy and grace abide with you forever? Most certainly not. If you don't think, who give you grace and mercy? Where grace and mercy come from? God. If you don't have to activate them, do you think it abides by you? Most certainly not. Most certainly not. I can't be beat. I can't be beat. I can't be beat because I don't know this stuff. This don't come from me. This come from God. This don't come from me. I don't know none of this. This come from God. You know what I'm saying? This come from God. And the real me, to tell y'all the truth, deep down inside, this fleshly being, the one y'all talking to, a Flint Hill Stunner, I wouldn't get on here and tell y'all nothing about God. I just told you I think my salvation is for me. I wouldn't get on here and tell you nothing about God. But God keep convicting me and saying, we need people like you to talk to the people. We need people like you to talk to people that look like you. We need people to know that you can be a gangster if it be for God too. But I'm not a gangster no more. I used to be. You could have been a gangster and grow into a man of God. That's what I meant to say. Those were the real words that I meant to choose, because you can't be a gangster and a God at the same time unless you a gangster for God. Unless you banging on the enemy. If you banging on the enemy, that's possible. That's possible. But I don't mean taking the matters into your own hands. That ain't what I mean. What I mean is prayer. Being spiritually bold, to cast demons out, to walk on water if you got to. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. Yeah, it's just like pimping. Because pimping is the only other thing that you can do, that you can tell somebody something and get them to believe in something that they can't see. But I'm gonna tell you the main ingredients to both of them. You can't do either one without a woman. You can't do either one without a woman. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you can't. I don't know too many people that can pimp without a woman unless you're in prison, and ain't too many people gonna buy that. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. If you in prison, then maybe you can pimp without a woman, maybe. But out here in the real world, you need a woman. And then the Bible tell you that God needed a woman too. That's the first thing he created for himself. And it called out the humanity, the woman that God created. So you know what I'm saying? Religion, spirituality, pimping, none of it can't be done without a woman. That's what I want you to do. That's just what I want you to know. And if you're a woman and you watching me, I want you to know a wise woman builds her house with her hands, and a foolish woman tears it down with her words. And I don't think it said with her words in there. I added with her words, but for sure the Bible say a wise woman builds a house with her hands and a foolish one tears it down. But I added with her words in there because that's usually how the foolish woman operate, with her words. And if you go back to Proverbs, it'll tell you again about the loud, boastful woman. So them the words that I'm talking about. That's why I bunched it all together. But don't worry about it. It's all in there. 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 This Ryan. May God bless you. And you are very right. Hey Ryan, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Ryan. It's a pleasure to meet you. It's a pleasure to have you join me and listen to me as a fellow brother. And I appreciate you, and come back again. Subscribe to the channel, tell somebody about me. Yeah, I appreciate you. Now, every time you come, I might not be talking about God. I might not be. I might be making you laugh. I might be doing something different. But one thing I can guarantee you is, I'm going to always be genuinely me. And I'm going to encourage everybody to do the same thing. I'm going to encourage the same thing from a lot of people. Thank you, Mr. Flint Hill Stunner, for even taking the time to even spreading spreading with God's words. It's soul changing. Word of God. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I appreciate that, Wildflower. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Wildflower. I appreciate it. Does God need my tithes? Where can I find the truth in the Bible? Just sub the channel. Really will. I appreciate the sub. I appreciate the sub. And God did ask for your tithes. And God asked for your tithes. He asked for 10% of your day. He asked for 10% of your time. Now, I don't want to tell you that's 2 hours and 10 minutes or 2 hours and 40 minutes a day. I don't want to tell you that. I don't want to tell you 2 hours and 40 minutes is what you should be giving God. But what I can tell you, you already done gave 40 minutes today. So if you could put another hour into talking about God to somebody and another hour into reading his word and doing godly and Jesus-like things, then you gave your 10%. Your 10% ain't in no collection plate. That's a donation to the house that they build and they pay bills and building funds with. That's a donation. That's not a tithe. They put it in the tithing envelope. Your tithing is your time and how much work you doing that Jesus may have done today. So yeah, he do want you to tithe, but he ain't asking about no dollar. That's why Jesus started going in there and kicking over the collection plate. And he was being a gangster. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell y'all my favorite Jesus story. You want me to tell you my favorite Jesus story? He was up on the mount, right? He was on the mount and he was telling everybody, you want to kill me, but I'm giving you the word directly from God. And they were saying, my father is Abraham. And he said, well, how do you love me? And Abraham loves me. He said, you not even 50 years old. You mean to tell me that Abraham saw you? Jesus said, yeah, he saw my glory. He rejoiced in it. I am before Abraham was. And they tried to kill him. They tried to throw rocks at him. But then they say he disappeared. And as he was fleeing the city, he saw a blind man and he spit in the ground and made mud and slapped it on his eyes, but he was on the run. So he told him to go wash it off at the well, and the man started to see. Man, that sound like working my magic. Man, I think I'm gonna start talking and doing what Jesus did. You know, he fled the city, he disappeared when they tried to stone him, and then he popped up when they was leaving, and the exact thing that the disciple asked him to make him heal the blind man. What has his parents done to make him suffer, O Lord? Jesus said neither he or his parents done nothing. He's been filled with darkness so he can be filled with the light and see the truth. He spit in the ground, made mud, slapped on his eye, told him to wash it off. The man seen, and they tried to kill the man for it, or they didn't try to kill. I'm sorry, that's false. They did not try to unalive the man for it. They wanted to cast him out, so they called his mama and daddy in and asked the man, was he blind since birth? They told him, yeah. They say, how do he see? But his mama and daddy was too much of a coward to say Jesus did it. They just say, we don't know. Ask him, he old enough. The man say Jesus. And they put him out. They put him out. They put him out. The Christians that y'all talk about Saul used to slay, they put the man out because he bared witness to Jesus, making them see. This stuff y'all don't know about in the Bible. So when you want to know my favorite story, that's probably my favorite story. I want to say to somebody, your daddy the devil too. And then I want to disappear and spit in the ground and make a blind man see. And then make people bear witness. But Jesus ain't do it for glory. He did it for the man to witness the power of God right in front of his face. Some of y'all probably ain't know the details of that story, but read it for yourself. Read it for yourself and see what the Bible say happened. I'm just telling it to you like the Bible say, make it so plain that a baby can discern it. You know, so that's what I'm doing. Getting it to you in Ebonics. What is that? Ignorant nigga talk. That's all I'm doing. Ignorant nigga talk. Nigga might not be able to read or write, but you can understand what I'm saying clear as day. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. You can go give your preacher the tithes, but he might not tell you something that's gonna really free you. You can keep your money and watch my channel, and I might give you salvation for the rest of your life. If you choose to sacrifice your flesh, the stuff that smell good, taste good, make you feel good, and activate God for yourself. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It's all in there. It's all in the Bible. It's all in the Bible. It's all in the Bible. That's all I'm telling you. But yeah. What y'all were talking about? What y'all was saying? Hold on. I'm sorry. I got carried away talking about the tithes. Let's go back. Luke 14:5. Then he asked them, all of you has a child or an ox that falls into the well on the Sabbath day. That's why they want to chastise Jesus, because they say he ain't obey God and he was working on the Sabbath. But you know, it wouldn't really work to Jesus. It wasn't work to Jesus. He wasn't working. He was passing healing. It wasn't work. But yeah. Falls into the well on the Sabbath day. Will you not immediately pull it out? Joseph, the ox thrown into the well. Yeah. Yeah. So what that really mean is, MM, what that really mean is, I should love my brother. I should love everybody that I come in contact in this world as my child. I should love everyone in the that I come in contact in the world as my cattle, as my animal, because that's my foundation to my family eating. You know, that's when they say bread of life, that's what they mean, you know, your foundation of what's going to keep you full, the word of God. But then if you use it as a symbolic and a metaphoric term to your real life, that calf and that ox that fall in the well is going to be a means to your family eating as well, just as the word. So if you love your brother, if you love everybody in the world that you come in contact with, like you love your child, or like you love your cattle, or any means that it is for your family to eat, if you love your brother the same as that, when you see your brother being blind, when you see your brother falling into a well to drown, you would give yourself to pull him out, just like you would give yourself to pull your child. If you see your child going under, you gonna jump in there and give your own life to try to pull your child out. So if you love your brother like you say you do, if you love him like you say you love your money, the things that make you eat, you would jump in there to pull your brother out just like you would your child. That means you would be a servant of someone else. You would give your own life to save another, but you would have enough faith that though that God won't let you drown in that well either. Both of y'all gonna come out of there. I'm gonna put you on my back. See, that's the type of stuff my mom and my family been doing my whole life, so I ain't got no choice but to be cursed by that same spirit. I ain't got no choice but to be cursed to be a server, to give. But I just learned how to turn it off and not be attached to nothing. I would never give you nothing. I wouldn't cast my pearls to swine. That's what Jesus said. Don't cast your pearls to swine. You try to save the world, you lose your soul. Some of us don't even want the salvation. Some of us don't even want to be saved. We just want to make excuses about why it's too hard, why you need to keep on working with me, why you need to keep on giving me grace. When God say he turn away his grace and mercy. So if God don't keep giving you grace, how the hell you want me to keep giving you grace, you silly ass fool? At the expense of me? You want me to keep giving you a grace to drag me down? You out your motherfucking mind. That ain't what I do. But I'm just telling you me, because that might be my flesh. I don't know. That might be my flesh, but I'm happy there. So I don't know. Find for yourself what the word be saying. Find for yourself what the word be saying. But that might be why Adam was cursed with Eve. Not because Adam did something wrong, but because Eve was deceived. She went out and cheated. And God say, when I deliver you from the snare of the enemy, you supposed to not hold them ties. So when you go back to Eve and you tie yourself back into the spirit that turned away from me, then you got to have that blood on your hands too. So you got to be cast away from me too. Because you don't have to join in with that. Because when 2 or 3 touch and agree, that's what's in the midst. So you touch and agree to keep pulling the motherfucker up that's draining you down, then God gonna let you sit in that misery with that motherfucker. Because you know, some people have to suffer for what they 3rd and 4th generations had done before them. Type shit. So when we try to save people that God didn't put in our life to save, you know, we fall down that blood on our hands and we gotta live in that misery too. But it ain't never too late to renew your mind and walk away. You know what I'm saying? Don't cast your pearls to swine. Give it to people that don't want it for themselves. Let them say they self, you know. I'm just telling y'all the truth, but I don't see what other people see when they read the book. But I haven't been taught by other people either. You know what I'm saying? I done read the Quran. I done read the tablets of Japanese, well, the Buddhists, but they don't call themselves a religion. You know what I'm saying? Rastafari don't call themselves a religion. Buddhists don't call themselves a religion. It's a real lifestyle. You connected to Jah. You know, the breath of God. Lady wisdom, you know, I ain't want to get too deep and confuse y'all with all the religions. All I want to tell you is they all said the same thing. They all said the same thing. But you can put whatever name on them you want. But if you ain't being righteous, it don't matter what you call them. Because you ain't doing nothing but calling them in vain. And he done turned this wisdom and his grace and mercy out from you anyway. Because you keep calling it in vain. You know what I'm saying? That's all I want to tell you. That's all I want to tell you. I'm a lady and you have my attention. New subscriber, Mr. Flint. You really said something that really touched mine, maybe even people's soul. Thank God for you. Thank God for you, Wildfire. I appreciate you being able to listen to me even when I'm being foolish and I'm saying a whole bunch of crazy things at times. I appreciate you to be able to listen at the God in me and put the foolish stuff away and understand that that's just entertainment. But God really used me to say real stuff a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I just want you to know. I'm trying to balance. It's hard to balance being obedient to what God wants you to do and still keep your sanity. You know what I'm saying? It's kinda hard to balance. But it really ain't hard because it just takes turning yourself off. It just takes turning yourself off and what you think is right for you and believing and trusting that God gonna bless you for being obedient. So the real me, Tyrell, this fleshly body, I wouldn't tell you nothing about God. But God done convicted me so much, I can't turn my count. Ask the people that come here every day. I tell everybody I'm only gonna talk about God on Sundays. And it's been an hour and I've been talking about him on a Friday. I can't help it. It just keep convicting me and I got to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Y'all gotta open the Bible for yourself. Yeah. When God proved he could feed with a loaf of bread and 2 fish. Yeah. Do I go to church? Man, I haven't been to church in a long time. But I was raised in a church that I went to every Sunday, sometimes Wednesdays and Tuesdays, choir practice and Bible study. So, you know, I was raised until I was like 10, 11 years old. I was raised in a Baptist background. And then when my mama really found God for her, that was my grandparents. That was my grandparents, Baptist. My mama found God for herself. And she was non-denominational. That's what gave me the ability to study all religions, to open every book and be able to read it and see God in it because I grew up non-denominational. So I studied from all religions, and when the older I got, I started realizing, dog, they all say the same thing. What we fighting for? Then I went back to Genesis and realized what the Tower of Babel was about, that we were all on one accord and we ain't really used that much language at all. We communicated kind of like babies and animals with emotions, and we understood each other. And we were so close to reaching Tower of God, the powers that be, the people that Jesus fought, the ones that unalived him, controllers, the ones that ran the nations, split the people. See, we'll take that story and think God split the nations. Nah, the people split the nations and gave us different tongues, different time zones, changed the calendar. So really and truly, if we had 13 months, it'll only be 28 days in each month. Every lady menstrual cycle will probably sink. And we'll have healing in our community because people won't be off balance. We'll be able to go and get and understand real nature and what sinking is. But once they split and confuse the man, they can grow food genetically. They can take the seeds out of it and just make food appear. They can put water in the bottle. All of this to feed the masses. When really and truly you can drink it out of a glass bottle and you know it has no microplastic. You can eat food that's grown from the earth and not just eat processed food. That's what being a Muslim is all about. Instead of just believing and being able to eat and be full of gluttony and just live like you want to do, when you are Islamic, you have to get on your deen, your shada, and you have to pray, give reverence, and you have to be conscious of what you eat. So you know what I'm saying? That's just giving you a real path to be able to activate them yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. Taking it and telling you the direct path to activate them yourself. So once you start understanding that all of it is the same thing, they all based on the Abrahamic message, you know, you will understand really and truly God gave us all everything we need. And everything we do pull us away from him. This world pull us away from God. So you do have to activate him. But yeah, I used to go to church, but not that much. Not that much. I want to go, but every time I want to ask a preacher my questions that I want to ask him, I can't find nobody to really answer it. So until somebody answer the questions that I got, because you know, I'm spewing a wealth of knowledge, so y'all know I'm very knowledgeable, but it is some things that I have questions about. I wouldn't ask y'all those things because I wouldn't want to disturb you. So when I find someone that answers my questions and I feel like it's sincere and truthful, maybe the answer is I really don't know. I had them same questions too. Then that's probably a church that I go subscribe to, but I haven't found anyone to truthfully answer me yet. So I'm looking and I'm still looking, I'm still looking, I'm still looking. You know, but I'm not opposed to it. I'm not opposed to it. I just like right now, I just do what Jesus said, study to show thyself approved. I just stay in my word myself. I just come give and pick y'all brain and try to spark something that make y'all want to read it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to be obedient right now. When I go to church, if you mean a physical church, probably not. But if you mean what we're doing right now, my body is the church. And I'm giving it to people every day. Every day. More than most people I know. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. In the beginning was the word, let there be light, and light appeared. The word, let there be light, became flesh, appeared. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what us being down here is. But before the word, it was some called Lady Wisdom. In Proverbs, it tell you that she was with God before the light, before the word, before creation. Just a thought. If you read more about who Sophia was, the locust, Lady Wisdom, you will get into the stories of Sophia. That's Jesus too. It's all a spirit that comes to bring light and give and pull people out of ignorance and wake people up from being blind and let people know that God is in you and you can activate them right now. That's what it is, wisdom, but it's a feminine trait. So most men are too masculine to activate wisdom. And if a man can't activate wisdom, he would need a woman to help him be wise. And if a man don't have a woman to help him be wise, he'll just be masculine. Most of the time, that equates to barbaric strength and foolishness. You know what I'm saying? So that's why when you find you a woman, you find a good thing. But you should treat every woman as your wife. But I don't want to get y'all confused, so don't ask my opinion. 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 Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm just putting a couple people on time out. Not because it bothered me, because I feel like ignorance shouldn't have a voice. When I see it, I have no problem looking over it and acting like I don't see you, because really I don't see you. But you know what I'm saying? I only see high vibration. So I don't see ignorance, but I don't want nobody else to be disturbed by foolishness, because ignorance shouldn't have a voice. Ignorance should just sit back and listen. So you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Stunner, you said something earlier that really got me thinking. So we not supposed to be drinking water from plastic bottles? Nah, bro. You don't. You don't, man. And you know that's what all of us do. But you could get a purifier. You could get a purifier on your tap water system that gives you high quality H2O. I know a lot of us watched the Waterboy movie and thought he was crazy. A lot of us watched that movie and thought the Waterboy wasn't too bright. But if you go and go just study what I just told you and see how Jesus talk about something called living water. Living water. The only water that's living is water in a spring, a natural flowing current of water. That's the only water that's living. Now, the only way you can reserve living water for you to drink in a healthy way is to preserve it in a glass bottle. And that's the only type of water that you can intake and that's really healthy for you. That doesn't cause microplastic and doesn't cause your body. What microplastic does in your body is clog your arteries, clog your vessels that your blood flow through. And you drinking this water that goes and oxygenates your blood through your whole body. That's all your blood, that's all your heart does is pump blood, and blood oxygenizes your body. So when you drink this water and your arteries are closed, microplastic goes to your heart. That's what causes blockages. That's what causes, heart failure. That's what causes things like that. Living water. But if you drink living water from a spring water from a glass bottle, you're drinking water that has life in it. And your blood can be oxygenized and you can actually pump life back into your body with living water. And this is the phrase that Jesus used. When you read the Bible and you see bread of man, living water, Jesus in the Bible is really giving you food to eat. He really telling you what to put in your body. It's an alkaline diet. He really telling you what to eat, how to refrain from certain stuff to activate God. And then he tell you that the kingdom of heaven is inside you. But the book itself was written in an allegoric way. And it was given Constantine, which is the king emperor of the times, had the book by King Hezekiah for everyone to follow his God. Not saying it is wrong, but everyone should follow his God. Now, at the time, what they was doing was feeding the people in masses, feeding the people food that wasn't real food, processed food, what we still eating today. See, I know when we think about the times of Jesus and these empires, we think in our mind that this is a very, very long time ago. But really and truly, it wasn't a very, very long time ago. So you know what I'm saying? When we thinking about these stories, they feeding people the same way that they feeding people now. Mass food, GMO processed food that causes cancer in your body. If you in places like California, if you read the back of the box in California, it tells you this syrup causes da-da-da-da, and it's known to cause cancer. See, when you in little rural cities in southern states and stuff like that, they really don't have to disclose nothing to you because they what they call at-will states. So you can eat this food at your will. We can fire you at our will. We can do all this to you at our will. We don't have to put it on the back of the box. But that's why when you go to California, you can't really get a whole bunch of processed, greasy, hurtful food to your body because they are aware of the ecosystem. They're aware of what food does to your body. So when you go places and the food real high and ain't no GMO in it, it's because eating real food and it costs more to feed a bunch of people with their real food. So the powers that be, the people that really grow food for a mass amount of people to eat. That's why you can go to Walmart and them grapes can sit on the shelf for 3 weeks and they still pretty bright green because it's pesticide on them. You know what I'm saying? And y'all, I hope I'm not going against the community guidelines by telling these people the truth. But I'm just telling you, that's what Jesus was giving you a code for. See, but when they gave you the word, for the word to be true and for them to really control us, they had to tell us the truth. So that's why they got Shakespearean, someone who had his own way of speaking literature, Shakespearean backtalk. The elites and the president speak in it too. But he had his own way of speaking that most people couldn't grasp the concept of speaking. Why not give you the book, give you the authority to write the book, and King James to interpretate what his beliefs of the book was. That way, before you get the book, it's already been interpreted by someone else that has their own beliefs, and it's been condemned, it's been authorized by someone who wants you to believe a certain thing. So it has to be truth in there, but that truth is just interpreted in a way to make you dig deep to understand what it's saying. It's really a book written for idiots, people that can't do it on their own. Now, I don't want to tell you that, but this is stuff that you got ChatGPT, you got Google. You can get into this stuff yourself and see. That might be what the whole Adam and Eve story was about. Eve might be the one who got enlightenment first, not being stupid and stuck. When it say, I'm going to tell y'all something about why I haven't been to church in a long time. When I tell y'all they all Abrahamic religions. No matter if it's Islam, Judaism, Christianity. They all Abrahamic religions. Now, I'm going to tell you why I haven't been to church and why I pulled away from all religion and just tried to live like Jesus. I'm going to tell you why. Everybody say Jesus went to hell to free people, or the locusts, or Sophia, or the prophets that were righteous. They say they can't. Jesus went to hell to free people. Jesus ain't never go to hell to free nobody. He came to free people from limbo. What was limbo? Limbo was something that Jesus called Abraham's bosom. That means a whole bunch of people that's waiting on the law to fulfill them. A whole bunch of people that's waiting for death before they can get salvation. Abraham's bosom. Now, all of the Judaism, Islam, Christianity, all of these religions are built off of the word in the story of Abraham. But Jesus say he came to free people from Abraham's bosom. Just being swaddled and coddled and waiting on something. Because what Jesus wanted you to know, you got to get out here and be a servant of people. If you really want to have your word to be validated. You got to go out through some pain and some suffering, and you can't just sit up and keep the word for yourself and be sitting around in your glory and not getting out here and doing no actual work and looking at people and judging people and condemning people to hell when you ain't putting no real work in yourself. So I had to come free these people from a state of limbo. That's a state of being ignorant, waiting on the word of Abraham, on a God that's going to come back when really God came down here to serve us. That's when you activate them. So Jesus ain't come free nobody from hell. He came and freed them from Abraham's bosom. And all these religions built on Abraham's bosom. So you know what I'm saying? When I realized where he really freed people from, I say, oh, well, let me just do what Jesus was doing. And y'all might not believe it, but I hope I spark an interest in you to make you study for yourself. You know what I'm saying? But that's the word. That's the truth. That's the truth. That's the truth. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's the truth. That's the truth. You know what I'm saying? That's the truth. What kind of apple did Eve eat? I just told you about Eve. I told you she might have been the first person to get enlightenment. It told you what she eat. Knowledge and wisdom. That ain't no apple. She ate off the tree of knowledge and wisdom. When you ignorant, you don't have to know knowledge and wisdom for yourself. You can be in Abraham's bosom and you can just be dependent on the word. But when you get some knowledge and wisdom, you start to see what's evil and what's wicked for real. So then you get to be like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what she ate. 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 Knowledge and wisdom. You should rinse produce away. Walmart stuff is fine. Just be smart about it. Y'all don't believe Ed. Don't believe Ed, because if your food don't start with the code of the food, if the number on it don't start with 9, that means it ain't a real fruit. That means it's genetically grown and it causes cancer. That means it ain't a real fruit and it does your body no nutritional value at all. Just like broccoli, just like starches. You only should eat alkaline foods, and they call it life food. That's what Jesus was talking about. But I ain't gonna tell you you right or wrong, you know what I'm saying? But be smart about it. Being smart is learning what you put in your mouth. Just saying you can eat anything and rinse it off. You can't rinse off a pesticide that's inside the food. If you wash the outside of a food off, you can't rinse what it's growed in away. If it's growed in cancer, if it's growed in pesticide, how can you rinse it off when it's not on the outside of it? You wash your real food off. You wash food out the garden off because it's dirt out there. Bugs crawling, so you wash that off too. But pesticide is growed in the food. It's in the soil. It ain't got nothing to do with the outside of the food. So y'all, some people like Ed might sound smart to a person that don't know nothing. But I just want you to know to study for yourself. Don't listen at me and don't listen at Ed either. Study for yourself. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe any of the religious stuff personally, but who really knows what happens? People can say what they want to write and what they want. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't want to talk to Ed. I only talk to intellectual people, you know what I'm saying? If you can watch me for so long and you ain't got nothing intelligent to say and you just talking, man, I don't care about what you got to say, man. You know, go to church. Find something else, but salvation ain't for everybody. And I don't cast my to the swine. I give mine to people who want to learn. If you ain't got it in you to want the word, you don't believe in it anyway. You don't believe in none of the religious stuff anyway. So this ain't the place for you. Now I ain't gonna argue with you. I don't want to save you. God want to save you, not me. God want to save you, and it's people that really want the word. So I can't argue with you, man. You know, I feel like if you don't believe in it, you shouldn't. I feel like if you don't believe in it, you shouldn't. Because it's already written that it's gonna be a war of some that don't believe and those that do. Them the people, a lot of people didn't believe for real. So I don't expect you to believe. Trust me, I don't. I'm only being obedient. I can care less if you do, if you don't. I'm only being obedient. You know what I'm saying? That's just the truth of the matter. Are you married, Flint Hill Stunner? No disrespect. Not asking she could talk to ladies about the Bible, please. You're too handsome. Close my eyes to hear it. No, I'm not married. I'm not married. I believe you, my wife, and every other woman in the world that does good and blesses me. And I should provide protection and a safe place to you, just like I would to my sister and my mother. So I'm gonna treat every woman as my wife. You know what I'm saying? So no, I'm not married. I'm not married. But if I find the right one that push me and get me to everything that I want to be, cause a lot of people want you to not mess with nobody else. They don't deal with nobody else, but they ain't willing to say, I'm willing to be everything you need. I don't want you to deal with nobody else because I want to be everything you need. If you can't say that, then I'm probably gonna never mind. Never mind. You know what I'm saying? But no, you can talk to me and ask me anything. You can talk to me and ask me anything. You can talk to me and ask me anything. You can talk to me and ask me anything. So if it don't start with a 9, H-Town Tony, look it up for yourself, bro. Look it up for yourself and see what the 9 on the organic food is versus the other numbers. Look it up yourself. Look it up yourself, bro. Look it up yourself. Yeah, though, man. Y'all know I love y'all. Flint Hill Stunner, Carolina Big Dog, Ridgeway Young Gunner. We on the road to 100K. We just got to get that little 50 out of the way. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the post notification bell, and go tell a friend that we locked in, twin. If you watched me and something was on and something was on your heart that resonated with you and made you feel like it brought you closer to God. Hey, Sean Williams, what's up, brother? I'm glad you was able to catch a live, bro. Hey, Sean Williams, I just want you to know, bro, last week you was in my biggest supporters. You, T5, mother, Dana, and Sean Williams. Y'all was my biggest subscribers last week, man. So I want you to know I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for tapping into the live. Thank you for always showing love, man. I got a lot of love for you, brother. You already know that, though. You already know that. Yeah. Hey, Wildflower, Wildflower, go write some questions down. Think of some stuff you want to ask me next time, and we gonna build, and I answer your question next time. Just subscribe to the channel and turn your post notifications on so you can make sure you catch me when I go live. I promise you we gonna talk. I promise you we gonna talk. I promise you we gonna talk. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm out here with my shoes and socks off, getting that vitamin D, man. Y'all know how I be rocking. But yeah. Yeah, I got a Facebook. It's go to my Instagram. It'll take you to everything. Flint Hill Stunner take you to all my social media. Follow me on whatever. Yeah, Flint Hill Stunner, Carolina Big Dog, Ridgeway Young Gunner. We on the road to 100K. We just got to get that little 50 out of the way. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn your post notification bell on. Hold on, I'm gonna go sit on the porch because my phone overheating, and I don't want it to go hot. So that's the only reason that I was gonna leave. But I can sit in the shade real quick. I done grounded enough. Yeah, all y'all niggas talking shit. All that's mine, bitch ass boy. Who gives a fuck what you got to say, boy? Not me. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Lame ass, goof ass nigga. Yeah. All right. Hey, legend. Come out here real quick. Yeah, I got my little boy. I let him cut school today and let him stay here with me. But he in the house. Say what's up to YouTube.
What's up?
All right, he just wanted to tell y'all what's up. All right, go ahead back in the house. I'm coming in a minute. I got it. Close that one. But yeah. 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 What's up, Hunter Rap from India? What's up, brother? I'm in South Carolina. What's up with you? What's going on? What's the word? What's the word, brother? What's happening? DJ Rose, I don't believe in God. The only one I believe in is myself. I don't need someone to rely on. People are all the same. No tone in skin makes any difference. We are all the same. Yeah. I believe that we all the same. I believe that we all come from the same creator. But as far as you not believing in God, bro, that's your choice. You believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself, I'm gonna tell you a secret. You still believe in God because He made you in His likeness and image. So as long as you believe in you and whatever you believe in and whatever you do is righteous, I ain't gonna knock you. I ain't gonna knock you, brother. I'm not gonna knock you. And I don't feel like believing in yourself is wrong. And I feel like believing in you is believing in God. That's me telling you the truth. That's me telling you the truth. But I think you should I ain't gonna say you. I ain't gonna say you. Me personally, with me, I need the word of God. Cause I know I can lean on me and my own understanding. But I know if it was just me and my own understanding, I wouldn't come talk to y'all. I wouldn't try to give nothing back to nobody else. See, that's the only difference I can see a person that believe in God and a person that believe in themselves. Cause I believe in myself too. I just don't believe in myself more than I believe in God, my real father. So, I believe in myself, but I just feel like if I lean on my own understanding, if I was only caught up in me, then I wouldn't be able to be a good person and give nobody else nothing. I wouldn't be a servant to others. I will only care about me, and that will cause me to go through life taking and never giving nothing back, never doing nothing else. So all the people, and I ain't saying nothing wrong with the people that take, because I see them get blessed too. But all the thing I see is most of the people that I see that take, they really ain't never happy inside. They believe in themselves and they possess the power to do everything that they feel like they can do. But the only thing I see about people that don't believe in God, they have nobody to share it with. Everything that they want to do, they believe in themselves so much that they make it come to pass. They do it. They do everything they seek to do because they believe in themselves, and that's where it's some real power at, because God is inside of you. That's why Jesus say the kingdom of heaven is inside of you. So I believe that you should believe in yourself. But when you don't believe in nothing outside of you, most of them people don't have nothing outside of themselves to share it with. So what good is me to gain the world if I have nobody to help share it with? That's just my opinion. That's my opinion. So I never tell you to stop believing in yourself. I think that's the worst thing anybody else can tell you is believe in you a little bit less. But just for me personally, I gotta know that none of this comes from me. I gotta know that I prayed some prayers, and when I opened my eyes, them prayers done been answered. And I gotta know when I got to the point that I had to pray my prayers, I gotta know that I had already did everything that I could try to do. I had did everything that I could try to do and ain't nothing working. I gained and I lost a whole lot and I was down to nothing. And the only thing I had left was to be sincere and to pray. And I was blessed. So that's just me. But I know a whole lot of people that was born with everything in the world. So if you was born with everything, why would you have to believe in something outside of yourself? You ain't never been through nothing. I just hope and pray that you live a life righteous enough that God never puts you through nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's all I hope and pray, that you live right. Because I know when I was going through stuff, I probably wasn't as righteous as I should have been. And I still go through stuff. And I still battle with being as righteous as I should be. So I don't know. Maybe if that works for you, brother, I commend you. I salute you because God is inside of you. That's where the kingdom of heaven is. I just know for me personally, though, I couldn't do it on my own. I got down to nothing. And I ain't no way I was gonna get my next meal from. And I done had time with my phone being turned off, and I ain't have nobody to call but my mama. And she got a car payment, and she got bills. And I had to make a decision where am I gonna make my mama borrow some money, or I'm gonna get up and stand up and be a man, and I'm gonna go without this little bullshit until I figure it out for myself. And it wasn't until I started saying I ain't gonna call and ask my mama no more. I gotta get down and pray. God, I don't know what to do. God, I can't figure it out. I keep fucking up. Help me. If this what you want me to do, show me. And I cut my YouTube on, and people start subscribing. And the stuff that I love to do start paying me. Soon as I start serving God and giving him the glory. But as long as it was all about me, I ain't never accomplished too much of nothing. I ain't never accomplished too much of nothing. And most people I know that don't really believe in God, it's because they family believed in them so much and worked so hard to give their kids everything. They spoil their kids so much, their kid ain't had to look for nothing outside of themselves. They ain't, and they had so much that they was giving their kids, they forgot to give God praise. They gave their kid everything except to teach them, I got this from God. And now the kid don't believe in God. You know what I'm saying? Now the kid don't believe in God. And then I just hope that you live so righteous and so truth, such in truth and so much in light that God don't never tempt you and have to strip you down like he had to do me for me to get back in tune with him. So if only believing in you works, brother, all praises, all salutes to you and all praises to God for you having that type of life. You know what I'm saying? I just hope that you stay there. What's up, the keeper? What's up with you, the keeper? I respect the healthy living and all, but saying no to Walmart produce, oh, I said I wasn't gonna talk to him no more. I feel like he shouldn't have a voice. I feel like he shouldn't have a voice. Man, YouTube, bro. It's just certain people. I usually don't block people because I'm not sensitive at all. But it's certain stuff, man, I just rather not see. How's the water out there, gang? The water is the water, gang. The water is the water, gang. Yeah. I felt that I'm on the road too. I never knew my kindness was also a ministry. Yeah. Everything that you got inside of you is your ministry. That's what your ministry is. You bearing witness to you. You bearing witness to your life and giving honor to God. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry, because I know I don't block people. I know I don't block people, and for some reason, I was on a blocking spree. For some reason, I'm on a blocking spree. Ignorance done start to offend me today. Ignorance done started to offend me. Take care. God bless you and your family. Tree. Maybe we meet again. I would like to know more of you. I get it. I lost my whole family tree, but no petty. I'm a child of God. Yeah, Wildflower. It's been a pleasure sharing some time and connecting with you today, Wildflower. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all up. I ain't gonna hold y'all up, man. Y'all know I love y'all, man. Flint Hill Stunner, Carolina Big Dog, Ridgeway Young Gunner. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I love y'all. I got a booger. You lying. You lying. I ain't got no booger, boy. I ain't got no booger, boy. Yeah, Flint Hill Stunner, Carolina Big Dog, Ridgeway Young Gunner. We on the road to 100K. We just gotta get that little fit out of the way. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Turn your post notification bells on. And you know, tell a friend that we locked in, twin. I love y'all. I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? 334 in the bit. What's up with you? What's up, 334? What up, Chip? What's the word, twin? What's the word, brother? Oh yeah, Jim, you gotta go too. You gotta go too. Ask nothing nigga about licking their lips. Fool. What wrong with you, boy? Yeah, Wildflower. What's the word? What's the word, Wildflower? Yeah. Yeah, I just was tapping in with y'all, man. I was just tapping in with y'all, man. Y'all know. What's up, Karen Spangle? What's up, Karen? How you doing? Big love. Big love to Malta. Big love. Yeah, I be going live all the time. You gonna see me again as long as you subscribe to the channel. As long as you subscribe to the channel. Flint Hills Light at 36, a new life built on lonely peaks. He shares the quest, the honest strain to find confidence and rise again. A single man's path, sharp and clear, for all who conquer fear. Did you just rhyme that? Or is that what AI said who I was? Did you just make that up or is that what Google said I was? Because that sounds, because I'm 37 now. So I feel like you got that off Google. I feel like you got it off Google on 37 now. But I was 36. Flint Hills like, hey, Circle of Life, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if you made it up or if you got it off Google, but I appreciate you for the words. I appreciate you for the words because it made me smile on the inside. It made me smile on the inside, so I appreciate you. What's up, Leo? What's up, Leo? What's up, Leo? I'm 37. I'm 37. I think I'm 37. I was born in 88. What that is? Y'all do the math. I be forgetting. I be forgetting. I be forgetting. August. My birthday, August. You were born in 88 too. That's what's up, twin. That's what's up, twin. That's what's up, twin. He went around shot.
Oh, you went that way. Oh, yeah, we still up front.
Don't be silly. This ain't Milli Vanilli. Hey, Circle of Life. Inbox me on Instagram, Circle of Life. Boy, I'm about to get you to write some songs or something. I got to get you in there to do something.
No, I gotta glue it though. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm just saying how I look, do a little tuck. Do a little tuck inside the button. Just out here. Yeah. The last is covered.
Man, y'all serious. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I hate foolishness. I'm sorry, Instagram. I'm sorry, YouTube community guidelines. I got a strong dislike for foolishness. Like, just for me to tell you the truth, man, and you gotta talk about something. You gotta talk about something meaningful to me. You gotta talk about something meaningful to me. Are you waiting for me to log out so you can go? All right, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go. Y'all hold it down, man. Y'all hit me up. I love y'all. I'll be back. I'm gonna have a video for y'all Sunday. I'm gonna have a video for y'all Sunday. I might drop one today. I might drop a little quick video today. I might just throw something up today and drop something. But I love y'all, man. Y'all hold it down. You're my first subscriber in my life. You never subscribed to nobody except me, Wildflower. Man, I love you, man. I ain't gonna lie. You stun the game now. You stun the game. Me and you family. We locked in. We locked in. For real. We locked in. We locked in. We locked in. What's up? What's up, Denise Richie? What's up with you, man? Appreciate the sub. Appreciate the sub, Denise. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I really rock with y'all, man. I love y'all. But I ain't gonna hold y'all up. Y'all hold it down, man. I love y'all. Y'all get up with me later on. And I'll be back. I'll be back. Y'all stay locked.